Finally, getting into some flights. So, I'll be the first to say, I just grouped all these together in vintage World War II planes, because I don't know what any of these are. I'm sorry. Certainly not my specialty. I do know the B-29 is flying. It might be that one. Definitely not that one. I think they just called that one the Privateer, so that's probably the one with the props in slow motion from earlier. Yes, it's the B-29, not the B-52, as I ironically called it earlier. It's certainly not a B-26, which I looked up, but B-26 only has 2 engines, and that plane clearly has 4, so I was totally way off base for the B-26 also. Like I said, I don't know my World War II planes, and especially these videos taken from so far away that it's tough to get a good look at them anyway. I will go down the flight list performers, so that is that the Privateer? Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell. These are the flight list performers, so you tell me what each one of these is. That looks like the B-29. Here we go. These are all the things that come from World War II. Boeing B-17G Yankee Lady. B-29. PB4Y-2 Privateer. And I'm guessing, I don't even know if all these come from World War II. I'm looking at the prop planes on the performer list that aren't flown by stunt pilots, and I'm guessing that these are all mixed in here somewhere. So continuing on, Dakota Territory Air Museum Hawker Hurricane, de Havilland DH-98 Mosquito, Supermarine Spitfire MK-9E, or IXE, I assume that's a Roman numeral. And we have Military Aviation Museum Hawker Hurricane, Military Aviation Museum Spitfire, Warbird Heritage Foundation Moonbeam McSwine P51D, and finally the Warbird Heritage Foundation FG1D Corsair. So, GoPro's great. It's not good for zoomed in video, especially in my 4K outdoor wide setting here. But yeah, oh yeah, here I was actually waiting in line to go into this KC-135, so I still wasn't done with these static displays. This line took a abnormally amount of time, normally long amount of time, and I was catching some airshow footage while that was going on. So it looks like the B-29 is already gone. I could totally be smashing together different air shows here. I just didn't know it. If you're listening to the announcer in the background, he can tell you a lot more than I can. This already looks like stunt pilot. Spilling smoke like that and flying that low on the ground. It's definitely a stunt pilot. My guess is that is the Matt Yonkin Beach 18, but no clue. None whatsoever. Almost there. Almost. Yeah, so I'm trying something new. I had an epiphany. Was it this? I think it was the start of these videos. If you watch my channel at all, you know, it used to be exclusively diving, essentially, and I take all these clips and upload them as quickly as possible to YouTube, as they were. And then I decided, hey, I want to throw in some commentary. And up until this recording session, I've always done the commentary per segment. Well, once I decided to start doing the commentary, I decided to group the videos together Like I'd take all the clips from one dive, smash it in, smash them together to make one dive. And I'd lay down commentary on each one of those segments individually. And I had an epiphany for these. Like, hey, why don't I put these videos in playlists and just make one big recording, one big audio track, so I don't have to, keep clicking and it's a lot less overhead. So that's what I'm trying to do now. That's a good information. I mentioned this, wanting to do this, I think, in the slideshow, and I was pitching that VLC because it was playing one video and stopped. And, well, I finally did some Googling off camera and learned that I had a setting that now I remember that I set telling VLC to play one video and stop. So I disabled that. Boom. Took all the videos from what I'm calling the vintage World War II planes, even though that's probably a great misrepresentation. And this is just one long continuous audio track, which makes a lot less overhead for me. It also adds a little pressure because if I screw up majorly, I gotta start all over. But nothing too bad. Nothing too bad. One difference is, usually I'm doing this with a Frosty in my hand. Kind of takes the edge off, gets the creative juices flowing. But I'm just so backlogged on these videos that I gotta get them cranked out. I'm running out of memory card space. I got at least one more dive trip coming up. Hopefully 2 if I can swing it. And I gotta get going on these videos. So I'm doing this commentary during the week, which is also a first. That might be a little more dead air than normal, because I talk a lot less without a Frosty in my hand. And here I was just walking around. You can see this was off to the right of the flight line, at least from my perspective. A lot less crowded over there, and in my opinion, you get some better views of some of the planes. They're going so fast that you come over here and you see some of the tricks right in front of your face, which all the people front and center don't get. Alright, I heard him say mosquito. Let me look at the Hurricane 2. Okay, so this is definitely the Hawker Hurricane and the DH-98 Mosquito. Not sure what the third one is. There's Doc. Okay, so there's the B-29 back from its flight. I guess they send it up for a few laps and bring her on in. There's the shiny sucker. People are already gathering under the wings for the shade.